You ever have one of those brilliant ideas for a digital product, but then you get stuck? Like, how do you actually build it and, make money from it? Well, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to break down the exact blueprint to take that idea from your head and turn it into a real, profitable digital product. So, if you are ready to stop just thinking about it and start doing it, you're in the right place. Let's dive in.
Okay, before we get into the how, I really want you to get a handle on the why. The digital marketplace, it's not just growing, it's exploding. By 2017, the whole e-commerce industry is projected to hit a number that is just, honestly, it's hard to even wrap your head around, $8 trillion. And a huge, huge piece of that pie, it's digital products. The potential here is absolutely staggering.
So, what is a digital product anyway? Well, at its core, it's an intangible good or service that you create just one time, and then you can sell it over and over and over again. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. That phrase right there, create once, sell repeatedly, what other business model even lets you do that? Seriously, no inventory, no shipping costs, just pure, incredible scale. It's a game changer.
And look, don't for a second think you need to be some coding genius to get in on this. Not at all. If you can write, boom, you can create an ebook. If you're a whiz with design, you can sell templates. If you've mastered any skill, I'm talking anything from gardening to coding, you can build an online course. Heck, even something as specific as writing the perfect AI prompts is now a hot-ticket item. The variety is just nuts, which means pretty much any skill you have can be packaged up and sold.
Okay, now this is where the magic really happens. Just look at this chart. With a typical physical product, right, after you pay for all the materials, the manufacturing, the shipping, you're lucky if you walk away with, what, a 40% profit margin? But now look at the bar for digital products. It's towering over it. We are talking 90%, maybe even higher. And why is that? It's simple. Once the thing is made, almost every single sale is pure profit. This chart right here, this is the financial engine that powers the entire digital product economy.
So, we've established the opportunity is massive, and the profit margins are, well, they're almost unbelievable. But that brings up a really important question. In this new digital gold rush, where's the gold? Where are people actually digging? What are they spending their hard-earned money on right now? Let's find out. It's easy to think that successful digital products are just random lucky hits. But the data? It tells a completely different story. The real bestsellers, the ones that bring in consistent income month after month, almost always tap into one of four core human needs. Seriously, it's like a cheat code for creating something people actually want to buy. If you can figure out what really drives people to click that buy button, you're already halfway to the finish line.
All right, first up, wealth and financial security. And this one's kind of a no-brainer, right? In an economy that feels a little shaky, people are absolutely hungry for an edge. They're always looking for ways to earn more, to save time, and just build a little more stability. And that's exactly why you see things like AI productivity tools, blueprints for starting a side hustle, and business templates just flying off the digital shelves. It's a simple rule. People will always invest in things that help them make more money.
Next up, we've got education and upskilling. And this is something I think we're all feeling right now, that race to stay relevant. I mean, with AI changing the game practically overnight, lifelong learning isn't just some nice-to-have buzzword anymore. It's a full-on survival strategy. That's why people are snapping up micro-courses, career guides, and tutorials like crazy. They are investing in themselves to future-proof their careers, and they're doing it now.
And then, of course, there's health and wellness. There has been this massive cultural shift toward prioritizing mental and physical health, and for good reason. People are actively looking for tools that help them find a little bit of calm in all the chaos. We're talking about things like self-care planners, wellness journals, meditation templates, really anything that can bring a little more order and peace into their daily lives.
And finally, we have relationships and lifestyle. This is all about people trying to organize the beautiful chaos of their personal lives and, strengthen their connections with others. Think about products like parenting planners, wedding templates, or home organization tools. They all help do just that. They bring a bit more harmony and balance to the day-to-day.
Okay, so now you know the why, the massive opportunity, and the what, the markets that are absolutely booming. But now for the most important part of all, the how. How do you actually build something without getting totally lost and overwhelmed? Well, this is where we bring in a simple 7-day blueprint. It's designed to take you from that feeling of analysis paralysis to taking real, actual steps. I love this quote I saw from a creator on Reddit because it just hits the nail on the head. It points to the single biggest thing that stops most people. It's not that they lack skill or have a bad idea, it's analysis paralysis. That feeling of being so completely overwhelmed by the whole process that you just never start. This blueprint we're about to go through, it's designed to be the antidote to that feeling.
So here's what the first half of the week looks like. Super straightforward. Day 1 is all about focus. Just pick one of those 4 core needs we talked about and match it with a skill you already have. Day 2, you just make a simple outline. Seriously, we are not writing a novel here, just a roadmap. And then day 3, you just create the core content. The key here is progress, not perfection. The whole goal is to make real, tangible progress every single day.
Then we hit the second half of the week, and this is all about execution. Day 4 is for polishing it up, making it look professional. Day 5, you actually set up your shop on a platform like Etsy or Gumroad. It's easier than you think. Day 6 is the big one, launch day. You get out there and start promoting it. And day 7, you look at the feedback and start thinking about what's next, how to scale it. That's it. 7 days from idea to income.
Now, the most crucial point here is this. This is not about creating a perfect, flawless masterpiece in just 1 week. No way. It's about taking that big, tangled mess of an idea that's in your head and breaking it down into small, manageable, daily steps. This framework basically forces you to make progress. And maybe more importantly, it gives you a repeatable process you can use again and again for every product you create from now on.
Okay, so your product is built. It's done. It's sitting right there on your computer. So now what? I hate to break it to you, but that whole if you build it, they will come thing, it's a total myth. You absolutely need a strategy to get your product in front of actual customers. So let's walk through a simple but really powerful go-to-market plan.
First things first, choosing the right platform is absolutely critical. So if you're selling something visual, like templates or planners, you want to be on Etsy. Why? Because it's basically a search engine full of people looking for exactly that. For your first ebook or guide, Gumroad is fantastic. It's so simple and beginner-friendly. Now, if you've got bigger dreams of building a full brand with marketing funnels and all that, Shopify is the undisputed champ. And if you're doing courses, a platform like Teachable is built from the ground up to give you all the tools you need.
Okay, let's talk pricing. It's pretty simple, really. You can go with a one-time purchase, which is perfect for standalone things like an ebook or a pack of templates. Easy. Or, if you're offering something bigger, like course bundles or content that you'll be updating, a tiered or subscription model is a great way to create that predictable, recurring revenue, which is the dream, right?
And you know what the best part is? You do not need a giant ad budget to make your first sales. The most powerful promotion you can do is organic. But here's the key. You can't just show up and spam your link everywhere. That doesn't work. You need to go into those Reddit forums, those Facebook groups, and genuinely help people. Answer their questions, offer real value. Then, and only then, when the time is right, you can mention that, hey, you've actually built something that solves their exact problem. It's all about building a community, not just blasting out ads. And there you have it. Think about what we just covered. We started with the sheer size of the opportunity. Then we pinpointed the exact markets where people are actually spending their money. And we finished with a step-by-step 7-day blueprint that literally takes you from a simple idea to a launched product. You've got the whole toolkit now. So the question is no longer how do I do this, it's what am I going to do? You've seen the trends in wealth, education, health, and lifestyle, and you have the 7-day blueprint to get it done. So the only question left is, what problem will you solve first?